All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Voice of Wisdom, and I am your friend Alan Numfor. And of course, as you have known, we have been looking at capacity building, the key to your success, the key to your next level, the key to your all-round productivity. And we have some questions that have been coming in. And of course, if you want to send us your questions, if this program has been blessing you and you like to comment on it, please send out a text right now to the number on your screen, 674-866686. And you can also email us if you need more detailed follow-up in this area. Now, some of the questions that have come up so far, we have, what do I do in order to develop a good public speaking capacity? That's an excellent question, because public speaking is not just talking. Some people think that to just talk means you're a public speaker. No, and public speaking involves a lot of different areas. Like for me, for example, I had to study a lot in the area of public speaking. For you to be an excellent public speaker, number one, you have to first of all define exactly what field of public speaking, because public speaking is in different fields. For example, there is ministerially is different, administratively is different, politically is also different, socially is different. For example, a comedian has a different public speaking audience that a politician will not need. A comedian is funny. A politician cannot come and be cracking jokes when we have political issues to handle. And then a preacher is different from a politician. A preacher does not come and be giving people promises that you will never keep. So you see, there are different fields, there are different areas of public speaking. But the most important is you have to know yourself. For example, you have introverts, you have extroverts. You have to find out exactly which of these persons you are, because an extrovert's requirements for public speaking may be different. For example, an extrovert may need more of self-discipline to be able to calm down, not to over, because an extrovert is too emotional, while an introvert instead need a lot of boldness to be able to pull out what you have inside of you. And secondly, you have to identify your temperament. Are you a sanguine, a phlegmatic, a choleric, and you have to identify all of that, because your temperament will assist you know exactly how to be able to have the best of your audience. You have to develop human to human relation skills. So naturally, public speaking is very broad, and one of the series, I believe, in this probably the season one of our Voice of Wisdom series, I'm going to be sharing on public speaking, where you can, how do you develop skills on public speaking and all of that. I believe when we get there, then I'll be able to answer this question more detailedly. This other question says, sir, how do I develop capacity? That's what I'll be sharing next week. Don't fail to watch us next week, Friday, the same time, by 5 p.m. I'm going to be sharing on how you develop capacity. For example, you have external forces and you have internal forces. There's what we call self-development, where you can develop it by yourself. There's also the external development, and then all of the approaches towards developing capacity. But the first thing I would say is you must identify the area you want to develop capacity in, because there's nobody who is capacity on Ethereum or capacity all around. For example, I don't have capacity on how to be able to fly plane, but at least I have capacity in my own areas. So do you understand what I'm saying? So there's nobody that is gifted all around. If not, we'll not need each other. So you need to first identify in what area do you want to develop capacity. Is it in business? Is it in education? Is it in the software engineering? Is it in public speaking? Is it in ministry? Is it in as a housewife? Because I can tell you, marriages fail because of the lack of capacity to be able to sustain marriage. I'm telling you, I can tell you that your marriage doesn't fail because your wife is not good enough, because either one of you have not developed capacity, or both of you don't have capacity in order to how to be able to manage your marriage. So everything that fails can find its way to the lack of capacity. And next week I'm going to be sharing more on that. What are the things I need to do in order to develop capacity to be more productive in my business? First of all, you need to get wisdom in that area of your business, because also your area of business differs. Somebody who is a buyer and seller, that's somebody who buys and sells, is different from somebody who produces, is different from somebody who retails. So a business person who is a producer does not need the same skills as a retailer, who does not need the same skill as a wholesaler. So the question for this person is, what business exactly are you doing? Are you a retailer? Are you a wholesale business person, or you are a producer? Are you a firm, or you are an organization? Are you an independent kiosk, or you are a system? So what area of business are you into? Are you into modern, into farming, or into agriculture, or the same thing rather, or are you into cooking or whatever? So if you identify the area of business you're doing, the next thing is you have to get wisdom in that area. Business has to do with making gains, so you have to get a lot of financial intelligence on how to be able to. I think that most of the times people fail in their business because they do not know how to be able to differentiate capital from their profit. So there's a lot of mixed up in that area. So get wisdom in the area of your business, and then get the assistance of helpers, mentors, professionals. That's why I said most Africans will not develop capacity, because to develop capacity will cost you. For example, somebody doesn't have a job but wants to develop capacity. You are going to spend money. But the good thing about it is that when you spend the money, it will give you opportunity to make it much more. Like somebody that wants to do PhD, you're going to spend more money to get back to school. That's why most people don't do it, because it costs a lot. You're going to spend millions to get a PhD. But immediately you get the PhD, you can never be at the same level as somebody with a BSc. So developing capacity is expensive. For example, if you want now to hire our services here to be able to develop, to train you in that area of capacity, it will cost you money. It will cost you money, because you can't just get and somebody be able to give you the best of themselves when you are not spending money. So it's going to cost you some money also to develop that area of capacity. All right, I guess that'll be it for today. So you have more of your questions, please do send them to the number on the screen. And next week we are going to be looking at how do you develop capacity, the areas that you can develop capacity in, the challenges that you can face in the process of developing capacity. But I do not want you to forget this: 2 pillars that will determine your success: character and capacity. Capacity is the ladder that will take you up. Character is the force that will keep you there. Capacity is the ladder that will take you up. Character is the force that will keep you there. Your capacity will open doors of opportunities for you. Your capacity will increase your productivity, and your capacity will give you access to higher grounds. I believe in your success. I am Alan Numfor, and this has been Voice of Wisdom program on your beautiful TV station. We are going to be meeting you back on CMTV next week, same time, same station. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. God bless you.